Yo, it's your boy Logos, and today I'm going to find out what did Fresh and Fit do this time to get in trouble with YouTube. It seems like every 2 to 3 months they're involved with some drama or some BS that they don't need to be involved in, and they're either about to get their channel taken down or lose the money that they made from it. Like I said before with the whole Sneeko stuff, would not expect certain men who talk about stoicism and doing the right thing and accountability, also taking into account your emotions and being able to control your behavior. And when I said the whole stuff with Sneeko and the KKK hood, no matter how you feel about it, no matter what excuse you want to come up with for their behavior, no matter how much you want to dick ride them, putting your channel, your assets, your businesses outside of YouTube at risk because of this public display of idiocy just doesn't make sense. But people are free to watch whatever they want, and there are some things they do say that I do agree with, but overall, this is just sad. Let's just see what they did, these grown ass men. Let's see what they did this time because I can't even think of it. If you can't get banned from the whole KKK stuff and the monkey and all that crazy stuff, what did you do this time? How did you cross the bar?
And guys, we the channel has been kicked off the YouTube Partner Program. I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Bullshit. Listen, I was a guy who was probably, I wasn't a Fresh and Fit watcher. I watched Patrice O'Neal, Kevin Samuels, Jordan Peterson, men that I think are much better men than they are. But still, like, even if I was a fan of them, there's no way how I would want you to feel more proud of saving me compared to saving innocent children. I'm a grown man. I can't turn myself around. I got many other places I get advice from. I don't gotta get it from you. Those children need any adult that is willing to put their life on the line to protect them. So what you're saying right now just sounds like BS to me. And it sounds like a good way to keep your people giving you money through other means, whether it be Patreon or whatever, which is fine, but this statement, bullshit. Come on, bro.
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro.
Wait. They said they're not a partner no more, but if they're not a partner, that means they can't get money or like certain type of ad revenue, right? They can still upload, they can still help these guys out. These guys can still get money other ways. I know I can say how it hurts them financially, but if they everything that they say they are and what we led to believe, they can still live their life perfectly comfortably. This is why I thought they're gonna get banned. Yeah, this is what I was talking about before.
Yeah. At the moment, we are currently on tour, so that's why we're in this setup. It looks a little bit different. We're sitting. We weren't going to do any videos while we was out here, but
what happened?
some things happened.
Cause this motherfucker told me that this shit happened, and then I was like, okay, what?
While we were out here taking dubs on tour, you know, doing some of our first live shows. Let me just say, meeting you guys in person has been amazing.
Great.
Some big news just dropped. YouTube made some decisions.
No.
Let's go. Ready? Here we go. 3,
No.
2,
No.
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We got a very important announcement for you guys. Let's get into the show.
Let's go.
I was gonna say too, even if they're banned off YouTube, they got Kick, they got Rumble, they got Twitch. They can still live stream other places. It's not the end of Fresh and Fit at all.
This might be one of the last times you guys hear this intro.
No.
I'm just kidding. You guys can hear this intro as often as you want if you go to Rumble.
No way.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit Podcast, man. As you guys know, we had a show scheduled earlier with Psych Hacks, but we had to cancel because we got some really, sucky news.
Crazy news.
Sucky.
Yeah, crazy news, real talk.
Yeah.
Right now, we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble.
Exactly.
And guys, I mean,
Everywhere.
Is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man. I mean, When I heard, I was shocked because I mean,
Why are you
we love
shocked?
YouTube, man.
Yeah,
We love streaming,
yeah,
and at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and like
Yeah.
adding value to people online. It's just like it won't be the same, bro.
Yeah.
What we heard.
In 2020, guys, as you guys know,
Yeah.
I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for Wix, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right.
Wix.com, yeah.
All right, so this is their like little sob moment where they relive the tales of the good days, you know. So I'm just gonna put 1.5 because I don't give a fuck.
And he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit.
You guys remember the days before we started just making a podcast where we shit on women every day? You remember the days where we used to work at Wix and you were a loser, and then I used to put out like illegal immigrants behind bars, and then we got together and we're just like, yo, these fucking whores, and we made millions. Man, the good old days. Dumb whores.
You're whack.
November 14th. Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. Right. And I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email.
Yeah.
And this is 2020 November. And I I go, I let my supervisor know, hey, I gotta go up to, the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not at the same building as us. And, I go over there and they take my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then, and then they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, it's part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the special agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there it clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you probably can't work for the FBI and also be like, yo, these fucking whores, man. Sorry. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, the FBI is probably gonna frown on that.
Yeah.
The FBI is probably gonna have a problem with that.
Homeland Security is probably not wanting some dude just be like, hey, yo, these whores deserve less. I like that this even needed a conversation. Like, even working as a government clerk, you probably can't have a YouTube channel doing this
No.
shit. But anyways.
Probably think I'm recording videos on my phone. Like, that's what it is, which it was a fucking iPhone 6 or 7. It was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, they're like, no, you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not going to do both. And I had to make that decision. I remember you were there.
Yeah.
We had Andrew here. And I was like, well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. And I walked away from the U.S. government. It was a good, six-figure job. It was stable. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel. And and I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today. And it sucks, guys. It really does suck. Fortunately, we made some moves, etc. And we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to.
It comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it will be here forever.
Yeah. And Fresh always said this. Enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. They thought we was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And we made moves on the side, knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight.
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Okay, they're just off the partner program.
Yeah, exactly.
That's 95% of their revenue.
Yes.
So it's not just they make their money. Listen, for all the shit I talk, they are top 3 in terms of how much money people donate. The amount of dudes who want to be like,
yeah,
they have the panel with the women and the dudes donate $100 to be like, tell that dumb whore with the blonde wig that her daddy doesn't love her. Like, there's dudes who paying that every day.
I don't get that.
So,
I don't get that. Maybe they just have so much money to burn that they said, screw, I just want to really just make this person or get this idea or this topic out there to them or to the whole panel. Well, I'm not going to donate hundreds of dollars to these guys. Like, I'm not going to donate hundreds of dollars to anything or anyone unless I directly love it or support it. and they really are like, struggling or hurting for money. Like if I see like this new business or this new idea being developed and I have some extra money and I invest into that. But I see no reason at all for me to invest into a super chat so I can have my comment read out loud. That's just not me. Like let's say like a Twitch streamer. Like I've been watching a couple Twitch streamers for like almost like 10 years now. And if I never been able, but I've never been there, I never wanted to donate to them. Let's say I just got rich, all of a sudden I just had money to just waste or whatever. Then I would donate to them, 'cause I've been watching them for like 10, 15 plus years. So they give me 10, 15 plus years of entertainment. I'm not donating to them because I want them to say something or give me attention. I just want to pay back all the, time they given to me. But that's just how I see it.
Like they were top of the line. That's how they made their money.
Yeah, they're the only fans of YouTube.
Sure. Yep.
So this is the beginning of the end of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So yeah. So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and work together and figure this out. But for now,
We don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
But we don't in any form or fashion hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what? We wish we knew the reason why, but we respect
You know the
them
reason
this
why.
platform and keeping us here for a while, and like we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
just pull up all the things that they done. I could say within the past 6 months alone, and just throw a dart. Just put it all on like sticky notes. Put it on a dartboard. Just throw a dart on it, and you could say maybe that's why, or maybe this is why, or maybe it's an accumulation of all the different things. Maybe it's the stuff you did with the whole monkey stuff, and then the KKK hood and all that stuff. And maybe they were just slowly getting this evidence together to, just finally say, hey, we had enough. We're tired of hearing about you. We're tired of people calling for us to like demonetize you or all this other stuff, which I don't support. I don't support anybody trying to get other people channels or money taken away unless they're harming others or unless they're telling other people to harm others. But overall, like, this is not shocking. This is expected. Honestly, it's kind of nice that it took this long because it's like for a long time people have been crying and complaining about Fresh and Fit. So they didn't do it immediately, or they didn't do it at strike 3, not to like strike 6 or 7, but whatever.
And the thing is that you guys know, right, on this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope where we're not going to lie about that. Like we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating, improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times.
Yeah. That's not why you got demonetized. Because what's that liberal YouTube channel that Auburn Preach react to? I did like maybe a couple reactions a few months ago. Zubilee. Yeah, like I think they do like weird kind of quote unquote uncomfortable type scenarios, like identify the racist or who's black, like stuff like that. And some people could see that as uncomfortable conversations. But Fresh and Fit, they take it a step beyond, just uncomfortable conversations. And I've watched a few of their live streams, not recently because like it starts getting like repetitive. Not in terms of like the stuff. Okay, yeah, kind of repetitive in the way of stuff they say, and the super chats, and the women they have on. Like I'm not gonna say if you watch one, you've seen them all, but I've seen enough where it's like, yeah, if I want to hear this type of stuff, I hear from somebody else, personally.
I said it when they did the whole monkey thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that when Fresh and Fit put out that live stream and said they were going to nuke our channel, they just ended up nuking their own. So, if you're proud of this, congratulations, brother. You played yourself. I don't think there's much to be said. I wouldn't be surprised if the YouTube channel gets deleted.
Fresh, my man's 28 going on 80, and I don't want that to be you guys. And that's why today's sponsor, THM, is coming in to save the day. I get compliments on my skin all the time. People be asking, what's your skincare routine? How do you get your skin? And for a lot of fellas...
Hey. You see it. If you want to use it, you can click on the video. But I don't give a fuck.
I said it to Sneeko when he did the whole fucking him simulating raping a girl, another YouTuber.
It was about the time.
And this is why I didn't even want to go back and forth with Ethan Klein. It's like when you bring up certain drama, it brings bad press. People start writing articles, okay? And YouTube just doesn't like that. They don't want bad press. Exactly. So even though these guys were bringing in so much money to YouTube and their income, they weren't worth the negative cost that they potentially would bring with a bad press story. And that's what these guys are. They're a bad news story waiting to happen. The New York Times will probably write something someday about misogyny being rampant on YouTube, or racism or whatever it is being rampant on YouTube, and they're going to play clips of these guys doing monkey noises and calling people all kinds of things, right? Or doing the KK, putting on the white hood, right? They're going to play those clips. YouTube doesn't need that kind of bad advertising. You want to be able to be free to do whatever you want. YouTube says, sure, but we're not going to make you part of the partner program. We're not going to allow you to make money off this site because we don't want to be associated with your brand. So they're sitting here now like they don't get it, but like all these conspiracy theories that they've been bringing on their platform, all the dumb shit that they've done, they want to say.
Okay. Because I'm being honest with you, I love a good conspiracy theory. That doesn't mean I believe it, but I love a good conspiracy theory. So if you know the exact conspiracy theories that Fresh and Fit had on, I'll definitely check it out because that just sounds interesting to me. I have no problem with conspiracy theories. It's up to you as a grown person or a person with sense and intellect to say like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Wait a second, that doesn't make sense. Hold on, you sound like you're full of shit. I really don't buy it until you come up with something or somebody else confirms it with better evidence. I think you should let people as adults do that, but YouTube and everything with the government and politics nowadays, you really can't let people do that anymore. Before, Alex Jones was free to be on YouTube, and I was able to watch him in high school all the way up until he got banned. And I didn't agree with everything he said. He was mostly entertaining, but he was still very informative too on certain things. You have to decide for yourself as a grown person to listen or not believe. I can still listen to you and still think you're full of trash. Either way, I can listen to you and think you're like just speaking the holy truth. It's up to you as a grown person. When you try to mandate people, control people, parent people, you're only making us weaker, stupider, slower. I'm not a fan of it.
Sit here and cry about it now, but I already said you were willing to throw away your platform to do the dumbest, unfunniest jokes possible. The dumbest minstrel show. So it's easy to sit here and be like, oh.
Yeah, that's some lame. That's lame. That's trash. I know there's a lot of people, a lot of men that are fans of Fresh and Fit, and they're very uptight with defense of them, but I'm not. How could you defend somebody trying to get their channel taken down and terminated because they disagree with you, or because you're butthurt and you're sensitive? Like you're doing some of the same things you criticize women for. Don't get it. Like, get off their nuts. Seriously. You just can't do stuff like this. It's not cool.
This is so devastating, but you weren't really thinking about your platform or maintaining your shit when you were doing that dumb stuff. It's easy to say, oh, I care about my girl. I can't believe she left me. You were cheating on her for 5 years. You cheated on her with her sister. You were doing flagrant dumb shit, and then you want to cry afterwards about how much you cared. It's kind of hard for me to take it seriously. I don't want nobody to lose their stuff, but it wasn't surprising to me the same way it's not surprising when the other guy loses.
You called it.
I told Preach in private. I said they're probably going to lose their shit over this.
And I was the one to say I was not believing in that because to be honest with you, sometimes when stuff like that happens, I really don't believe in the system. I don't believe in the things that are in place, and sometimes I'm like, the experience that I had in life of like I don't believe in what they say. When I mean I'm talking about the system in place and the rules, right? I feel like sometimes it's not fair, and I was like, maybe not, probably not. And then it just takes time, I guess. Yeah. It just takes a whole lot of time for them to sit down and be like, you know what? Let's just review this. Yep. The same way that it took time for Tate. Like they need to rally everything up and watch and put a file together to just justify this. That's the same thing that happened there. Yeah.
This stuff could even happen to me and Preach someday.
It could.
You know, that's why you don't celebrate this kind of stuff.
No.
Because, you know, we have takes that are probably not the most popular when it comes to trans women in sports or whatever it is.
Exactly.
And, you know, I've always accepted that I'm probably going to lose this platform someday. So when that happens, I'll be okay with it. I'll be at peace. It'll suck, but like, it is what it is. You know, I'm not married to this thing. I understand it, but I also try to take steps to be smart about what battles I choose. Not every battle's worth fighting. When a dude's putting on a monkey suit or putting on a clan hood, like I'm not trying to be on that level of dumbness, right?
And you're gonna be able to say that, oh well, you know what? That when they did that, they were not on YouTube. Still linked.
Like I said, they don't like the press. If they say YouTuber is out here wearing the hood, making it doesn't matter whether it was on or off the platform. It looks bad for the
Exactly. It's not like the people who wrote the article is not gonna. Well, they may mention the fact that I was on Rumble, but they're not gonna care. And like he's saying, YouTube isn't gonna care. Because at the end of the day, it's the same person, and they're on a similar type of platform. And either way, he did it for no damn good reason. I can't conceive of a way why it was a good reason for him to do what he did. Even if you could say that Alvin Preach pissed him off, he wanted to prove a point. You could have proved the point in a much better way. And risking your YouTube channel and your image, pursuing your other businesses or investments, or the future career opportunities you may have to do. I just understand how it's remotely a good idea putting a clan hood. Come on. Like, go on.
platform. It looks bad for their business, and that's what it is. YouTube is a business at the end of the day.
Guys, it's about to be an election year. You know what I mean? We're talking about certain points, and we've brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints, right? And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right?
Okay, come on. Stop. Because 2 channels I literally react to within the past month, Jimmy Dore and Breaking Points, who strictly do politics, have had controversial people on or controversial topics. Whether it be the Joe Biden, Hunter Biden stuff, whether it be Jimmy Dore having RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They're still on, they're still platform, and for what I know, they're still monetized. And RFK Jr. was just on like maybe 2 weeks ago on Jimmy Dore. So don't do that. Don't do that. That just sounds like BS to me. Because I watch other channels talk about the same stuff or worse. So I doubt it. I doubt that's what it is. You could have made an argument of that maybe with Alex Jones, but even then, he had his whole controversies and court cases. So that's not a clear-cut thing either. And I don't support him being banned. So I just don't buy that. Maybe I could buy that if I know anything else. Maybe I could buy that if I was a listener that didn't follow politics or watch other channels besides Redpill. Maybe that bullshit will fly me. But just starting to annoy me that it's starting to annoy me. He just try to slide that in there. Don't do that.
Right? Some of them very controversial. Some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take.
Piers Morgan.
We do.
I didn't mention Piers Morgan.
Like Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Come on.
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything. And
so this comes at a cost, no matter who you are, company, individual, creator.
Yep.
And a lot of you guys want to be aspiring creators as well.
I want to see what company.
That's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything.
Well, they're fresh. Rumble is a fresh company, is newer. Does Rumble have ads on it? I don't think Rumble has ads on it, or at least the big ads on it. And maybe that's why it's taking the hit on the stock market, because people know you really can't invest in it because it doesn't have good revenue. Until the fact that Rumble could get ads like Twitch, they're not gonna make as much money or be as big as Twitch. At that point, or people can see the future of them getting as big as a Twitch type platform or a YouTube type platform, people will then invest in it. But at this point, and from my understanding, Rumble doesn't have ads the same way Twitch and YouTube has ads because of the fact of their lack of censorship. Like, that's why. It's not because of some conspiracy theory. It's because of the type of stuff on there keeps people who does ads or these companies that pay for ads to be put on these platforms. It keeps those people away. It keeps those type of companies away. Always I know that stuff because I've been on Twitch for over a decade or about a decade since it was like Justin.tv. I watch Twitch people who are very popular who understand the ad revenue system for YouTube and Twitch, like Asmongold and other people. So it's not just about conspiracy theory. It's about the type of stuff that they have on there that advertisers and companies don't want to be aligned with or anything like that. It's not just conspiracy theory.
And
so this comes at a cost, no matter who you are,
Yeah.
company, individual, creator.
Yep.
And a lot of you guys want to be aspiring RP creators as well, and I respect that. But just know, at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this, and we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're gonna have to deal with this price, and today's the day.
Yeah. And my thing is, guys, more than ever, real talk, more than ever. I know a lot of you guys send me messages, and trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them. And as a matter of fact, I save them too, because I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now, or whatever it is, right?
Yo, don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, YouTube, I'm mad that you banned these niggas, bro. We need more women making sandwiches, bro. Yo, we need more sandwiches in our life. Yo, I can't believe.
That was a good one.
You imagine this fucking dweeb on a date? Yo, what you used to do? I used to be a federal agent. What do you do now? Man, I help men get their women to make fucking sandwiches, whore. Oh my God, he didn't say it. He said that.
Guys, we're getting attacked on all angles. I've been like, whether it's the press writing articles on us, videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down, and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be. Rumble getting hit,
Patreon.
right, for free speech. Video, like, just get strikes, whatever it may be. Guys, it's got to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah.
Right? But, dude,
Because
there is,
like I'm not saying that I support people trying to shut them up or anything like that, but you shouldn't be surprised by this. Like even me, like I talk about openly, I don't support trans kids getting surgeries and all the other stuff on the channel. And of course I know people are not gonna be a fan of that, and that could lead to the channel being demonetized in the future. But either way, I'm still gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna be shocked. They'll come up with some excuse when I get kicked off. I doubt I'll get kicked off, but who knows? Like, I wouldn't be shocked or surprised by that. I don't understand why they're acting like this is some type of, I don't know, kidney punch or some shit. Something that they just didn't see coming, and they're just blown away by the fact that they even have to do this. Like, come on, this isn't shocking. Honestly, it's more shocking that it took them this long. And not because I want them to be kicked off, but because we all know the content. We all know what they talk about, and they have many controversies, like you just said. Articles, many videos talking about them, probably many TED Talks or social media videos too, I don't know. But it's not shocking. Not everybody gonna agree with what you say. And considering the fact that there is more women on this planet than men, like, you should expect this pushback. It is what it is. That's how you should see it. It is what it is.
there is a matrix, man. Like
that's what I just said to
Bro,
you.
yo, these guys are such cornballs. All these matrix-loving losers, like, they never address all the lies they tell. They never address all the fucking factual evidence that they love to provide, the fucking bro science that they believe in. They just blame the Matrix. It's crazy how they say women are allergic to accountability, but these motherfuckers run to the Matrix when it comes to accountability.
I mean, we've talked about this with Andrew.
That's the truth on that.
Like, people don't want you guys to get this message, dude.
Even Rumble's under attack too,
Bro,
for everybody.
Yeah, they're trying to
Nobody's
shut
safe.
Rumble down.
I think at some point there was free speech where it was like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Say what you got to say. We won't crucify you. But nowadays, free speech is kind of like, is it even a thing? I mean, not really.
Stop bringing up free speech. Like, it's not about free speech. You have the right to say it. That's why you weren't banned.
Please, like, come on, man. We gotta stop doing this shit. Free speech in the United States protect you from being prosecuted by the government. That has nothing to do with private platforms or anything like that. Now, I'm not saying I support people getting banned or shadow banned or anything like that, because I don't support that. I hated it. I hated it for years. Like, I first heard about it through I think Alex Jones, to be honest. He was talking about that for like a while before it was actually like more publicly known. But I don't support that stuff. But either way, you did it to yourself. This isn't one of those cases. Like, this had nothing to do with the Matrix. It had nothing to do with any type of big, super powerful entity. Well, yeah, I could say YouTube is. But nothing like, this isn't a case where free speech going to protect you. This is a private platform. They could decide who and who they don't want on their platform. Because at the end of the day, it affects YouTube's business. And YouTube's business is how Fresh and Fit, and Preach, any person who's monetized make money through the advertisers and through the companies that want to be placed on this platform. If you put some stuff on that they say gonna make us look bad, they're not gonna monetize you because it's not gonna line up right. They're gonna risk their brand and their image, their possibly multi-decade or multi-generation long business over Fresh and Fit or me or anybody else. It is what it is.
From the platform entirely. They're just saying you're not going to make money from us, which is entirely acceptable. Like, you guys are demanding that YouTube pay you, that YouTube employ you. Imagine if I came to your job and I said you had to employ me. Under what circumstance do I have the responsibility to continue paying you when you're doing stuff that's detrimental to my business? That's not free speech. You want a fucking handout. You want them to just give you stuff because you feel you're entitled.
They want to end out like those girls that want to be paid for whatever.
I think it's fair to say to YouTube, if you guys are going to terminate this, you should be able to tell us why. But it's not act like your fucking dossier is free of issues.
Exactly.
Let's not act like YouTube hasn't spoken to you numerous times about the DMCA strikes, about the other things that y'all been doing, or the strikes that you guys have been given, or the warnings that you've received.
Exactly. You shouldn't
y'all
even have to
acting like y'all got fired out of nowhere.
Exactly.
Bruv, we've all seen you get called into the office a few times. Stop. I'm not going to watch any more of this because I think it's pathetic watching grown men refuse to take any accountability for any of the situations they're in. I think them going to Rumble is going to be a big L, as it has been for pretty much every creator who's transferred over there. But hopefully if they're able to make good short form content on YouTube or on TikTok and that gets them more viewership, then I think their stuff will keep growing. But if they don't do that, then I think over time their viewership numbers are going to tweeter out as they become less relevant. But it'll probably take a couple years. Anything else you want to say?
No. You were right.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to say, but you were right. You know, when it comes to this shit, you know your shit.
Hey, bro, I just tell you, man, when I see people make bad moves, like as a business owner, I'm like, I can see why your business is about to fail.
I didn't think it would happen.
I know. I'll tell you, YouTube is serious about their business. I also say this. Y'all said y'all were gonna end our careers.
That's weird. That's where did that happen? Yeah, I was thinking.
Y'all said, y'all did a whole live stream saying you were gonna end our careers.
That same live stream that fucked you up.
They also said that it would lap us, but.
All right, listen.
It's
good luck. Y'all gonna need it.
Godspeed.
And if worse comes to worse, you can stop helping dudes make their girlfriends make sandwiches and go back to being a fed. And Fresh, you can go back to bagging groceries and sleeping with sugar babies. Anything else? I don't give a fuck. I said I was gonna take the high road, but fuck these niggas.
There was a little bit of a low road there.
Fuck these.
Anyways, when karma happens, the same way that a woman talks shit and be like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" and then pushes the motherfucker, and just push the person and push the person, and what you gonna do? And goes the extreme thing and just push his head and gets decked. I'm like, karma. I'm not for it.
Don't do it.
But karma.
Exactly.
What happened should have happened. What should have happened, and it is what it is.
Yeah. That being said, coconuts in Barbados. Coconuts in Barbados.
You foul.
Yo, listen, I'm about to hit up H3. I'm like, yo, listen, my enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yo, H3 about to do a live stream, bro. Yo,
yes, you will.
Yo, let me message them real quick. Actually, I'm gonna DM H3.
Okay, I just love how the video just ended. Him and Stella talking shit about calling H3 so they could sub or live stream and talk about this. But I said it when I watched the Album Preach reaction, and actually went and watched the entire live stream from Fresh and Fit when they had Sneeko on, and the I think the Spanish or white dude that was next to Sneeko. I watched the whole live stream because people saying, "No, this is out of context." All this other stuff. I've been preaching bias. They just have something out for them. Nah, man. They were just acting like idiots, and it was just unnecessary. I think I even watched the freaking Sneeko podcast with Myron when he did the KK Hood stuff, just to give him a shot, just to say, maybe there's just something I missed. Maybe there's some words that was put in there to add some context. Like maybe he said, "Hey guys, this is how a KKK leader act. I'm glad I'm not this," and then he put on the hood and then did it. Like somehow, some way he had it out, but he didn't. He just did it. And like I said at the time, as a person who look at these businesses, small, medium, large, it don't matter. And this guy who makes all this money, likely has all these investments. He probably has a circle of men who make money too. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's just other red pill guys. I don't know. But either way, it's making yourself, your circle, and your businesses bad. It just make them look bad and make it harder for you to get more growth in the future. Now you lost monetization. Now you lost super chats. At the start, I was saying that they're fine, quote unquote, because they just demonetize. But it's gonna be like he could say that he really loves helping these guys, which I do believe is true. Also, at the same time, it feels really fucking good when you're just getting multiple $100 donations when you're just talking shit. Like you're just getting $100 donation, all you have to do is just read a comment, and these people will be satisfied. Like, and then the guys who do that and love it, or future guys who may come and see this channel and may want to do it themselves can't. Yeah, you're gonna lose some people for that, for whatever reason. That doesn't mean I think it's a good thing or I support it. I really believe you just should focus on the content, what you're listening to, and take out the bits and pieces that make sense. I don't disagree with every single thing Fresh and Fit says. I even did like 2 videos back to back reacting to Myron talking about certain things. It wasn't related to dating, but still, I agree with what he said. So it's not like I just want these guys to be shut down. I don't hate these guys. I don't fucking know them. I don't care to. So it really doesn't make any sense for me to want them to be losing their channel. It's just an idiotic thing for them to do. That's how I see it. You're supposed to be stoic. You're supposed to be hard. You're supposed to be intelligent. You're supposed to be all these things that guys are supposed to look up to. But then you do some stuff like this and what? Like, come on, man. Like, give me a break. I just don't get it. I expect better from you, to be honest. I just expect better. Even if I don't watch you guys, Fresh and Fit, I think they did the whole thing with Auburn Preach and his wife. I still expect better from them. They put on the KKK hood and acting like monkeys on the podcast. I don't get it. I'm not surprised, but of course people are going to be pissed off by this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. We can have a conversation. I'm down for whatever. It's whatever. I recommend you go and check out Patrice O'Neal, Jordan Peterson, those guys I mentioned at the start, because they give a lot of good content and a lot of good information and mentorship without the BS. Also check out David Goggins. He gives a lot of stuff about being tough, working out, being stoic, without the bullshit. And that's what I like. That's why I support him. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's your boy Logos, and I'll see you next time. Peace.